Well, we've had a fairly warm March. This is the 24th of March now, and we're going to start to see some cooler weather. We've had one and a half weeks of really nice, almost summer weather. And because of that, I've got reports that striped bass up in P-Town, little schoolies, caught, I'm not sure exactly where, but on the outer beach supposedly. I also just heard that there's been a few fish caught in Pleasant Bay, just outside of Muddy Creek, right along the little beach there by the golf course. I don't know what size they were, but they were there. Which means we may have an early season. I hope so. I hope the weather turns better again so we can get the boats in the water. I'm building a new set of rods for this summer. Actually, I've built two sets, but the more important one is a light wire setup. I'm using a moderately light bait casting rod, and I'm changing the guides over to Carbolite guides so they can handle wire. Putting 30-pound test wire on it for trolling light umbrella rigs in fairly shallow water. It's going to be 200 foot of wire with a fairly long leader, so I can use a single plug if I want. But it's primarily to use for people who don't like to use the heavy wire and like a lighter action rod when the umbrella rig is the only thing that'll work, and also for kids. The bigger gear that most of us use somewhat intimidates a 7, 8, 9-year-old kid because of its just sheer size and weight. This is a lot lighter, easier for them to handle, and because of the action of the rod, it absorbs a lot more of the energy of the fish, so the child can understand the sport of fishing and appreciate it and not get all beat up trying to bring in a fish, especially when the only thing that's really working is the small bluefish or even the big bluefish that we find up inside along the East Ham shore. And you'll be able to fish these little rigs in as little as 8 to 10 feet of water. And also I could put a single hoochie on it, fish it in deeper water, even the deep water, and do quite well with that too. And then you'd have basically a light action bait casting rod with a wire on it, very similar to my light action jigging rods. Well, you see me building them now, and you can see little shots of me putting the guides on. I'm just learning how to do that this winter, so they're okay. They're a little crude in comparison to the more professional people, but you know, it takes a little time. So, but they'll work. Believe me, they'll work.